game did you like and think you guys can build off of going into this one today?
I thought we checked harder. We had a mindset to give up less chances, less goals against, and we did that. LA had a lot of outside shots. That's the style of play of their game. But when push came to shove, we didn't give up. We weren't giving up as many chances as we were earlier, and our goals against came down. Costin gave us a heck of a game, and so it just a little bit of reset on the defending part of it, and we got the points. And now we have to move on.
Looks like a couple of key guys coming back tonight. Just what can they do? Do you feel like they'll be able to just slide right back in, or do you think it'll take some time for them to get?
No, they haven't been out that long, so it's getting Nuge back helps our center ice, allows me to go back with Draisaitl, with McDavid, and then Cass has been a real good player on that line. So it gets us back to where kind of reset where we were a little bit. And when you're missing key players like that, you kind of juggle things around. And we had Connor and Leon separated there for a few games, just kind of out of necessity. So it gets us back to kind of where we were and stabilized a little bit.
What does Cassie do well on that top line to complement those two guys?
You know what? He's a guy that he reads off both those guys well. Reads really well. He's got skill, and his skating allows him to play with good players like that. And he's really bought into doing some things to help them. I mean, on the defensive side, things like that he's really dug in to make sure that the line is stable at both ends of the rink. And there's an element. He brings a presence on the line. He goes to the net hard, opens up space for him. So he's been a good player with him, real good player.
It's not easy to find a guy that can play with those two, considering their IQ and the way they play the game. And I guess is it tough to find a guy like that to be able to complement them well?
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of guys who would like to try that spot, I think. But Cass has kind of found his role in there, and he's got a. It's good. He's not intimidated by the situation at all. He likes it there, and when they're talking to each other, I laugh at it because Cass has always got his opinion in there, So it's a good fit for him. He's been a good player there.
Dave, heading into this 4-game homestand, you said you wanted to see the team bring the road game home. What did you see from Friday night that perhaps you guys can continue to build on, maybe earn win number 2 on this homestand?
Well, we played a little bit like I don't know, when you talk about a road game, you're going in and you're just trying to play as hard and as tight as you can, and let the offense take care of itself. And that's our best games this year have been like that. The game we played in Vegas, the game we played in San Jose that we won were just really hard-working games and grind out a win. But then your offense gives you enough goals to win. So a little more of a workman-like, attitude going in, and that's we talk about road and home. We need that all the time, But sometimes you get home, you start to get a little fancy, and you want to play the game freewheeling, and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't work, and we've seen how it goes the other way. We just want to get consistency and the identity of how we want to play, and that's a little more of that workman-like attitude,
The team has a very good 1-goal game record. Do you feel like this club performs better when pressure is applied?
I think we're all right with the pressure. That's we've got a real mindset. We want to hang around games and find ways to win games. So when you get a lead, you can obviously play a certain way. But then if we're chasing a game, we've had some times this year where we feel like we have some offense to chase a game too. So it's depending on how the games go, every scenario is different. But the other night I thought we defended pretty well in a tight game, which is good. And there's been other times when, a lot of times our big guys will get us back into games when we're behind. So it's just about winning, finding a way to win.
When it comes, everyone knows how good your power play is, but when your penalty kill, what's making that so effective, I guess?
I think we've got good people that are really bought into. I mean, they're taking ownership of it on our team. Some of our personnel killing. Our goaltender save percentage has been really good on the PK. So Jim Playfair does a real good job with the scheme, our scheme and what we're trying to do. And so it's a combination of everything. You got people really dedicated to it. You got goaltenders that are playing well, and like I say, Jimmy's done a real nice job of making sure our players are prepared, not just for the other team coming in, but for what our guys need to do to be effective.
Speaking of the guys that are between the pipes for you this season, they've both been really good playing off of each other. It seems like Mike Smith seems like a battler, Dave. You know him really well.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wants to bounce back after that performance last week. Do you expect that type of mentality when he gets
I
back in
think
there
both
if he
of
plays
them,
tonight?
both of them have that mindset. They're different personalities. Schmidt's a big personality, and Costa's more laid back. So, but they've been a good tandem this year. They've given us quality starts, and when they have struggled a little bit, they've come back in and played well. So they're. It's a little bit indicative of how we think our team is a real close team. They help each other out, and our goaltenders are no different than the players in front of them.
And Dave,
You going with Mike tonight?
Yeah, Michael played tonight. Yeah.
and Dave, with the additions of Nugent Hopkins and Cassian, any other lineup changes?
No. We'll those two coming in. There'll be a couple guys out. We got to decide which one of those guys are out yet. So we got a couple things we're looking at, just some line combinations and stuff. But it's Cass and Nuge will both be in for sure.
With Buffalo, they're a team that has some high-end talent. I guess what kind of challenges do they present coming in here tonight?
I've watched their last couple games. They're high talent. Jack Eichel's a heck of a player, but they're a good team. They started out well. They've kind of taken a little bit of a dip since then, but you can see the skill. They play with pace, so they'll be a good challenge.